as we are going camping this evening for the weekend. Basically my very first time camping here in Canada. We are gonna make some cookies today to take with us. So we're gonna try and make both sets, but we're gonna do this one first and see how we go. We do have one of our party who is gluten-free, so we're gonna try and make these chocolate chip gluten-free cookies. They are Betty Crocker. They make, it says, I can't remember what it says, but somewhere it says it makes 24 cookies. There, makes 24 cookies. And then I just picked this up in the dollar store the other week. It just makes 12 of these. They look super cute with the little Pillsbury guy on it. He's cute. So let's see what we need for this one. Seems fairly straightforward. Butter softened, not melted. Tablespoon of water, teaspoon of vanilla, and an oof. Let's do this. So apparently, butter comes in sticks here, which is weird, but also makes sense. But it has all the measurements of how much of the stick equals what you need on the side, and I need half a cup, which is apparently one stick. So cool. It says it needs to be softened, so I'm going to stick it in the microwave, but not melt it, and that's half a cup. So I just remembered to put the oven on preheat, so that's good. This has just had 15 seconds in the microwave, and you can see, lovely soft. I did chop it up into like little pieces as well to try and help that out. I've just seen that it actually says to microwave it for 10 to 15 seconds. I did that anyway! Yeah! So that is our cookie mix, just in a bowl. This is the gluten-free one, obviously. Some big chunks, but it'll break up. You can see the chocolate chips in there, so that's pretty cool. Let's add some stuff to it. Butter, tablespoon of water, teaspoon of vanilla, and an oof. I'm gonna need 2 hands for this, sorry. Okay, now I'm gonna give it all a big mix with my trusty wooden spoon. Back in a sec. Okay, so that took a bit of time, a bit of elbow grease, but it's kind of all one big lump now, which is really cool. It's clean in the bowl, there's no kind of floury bits, as you can see. So we're going to put it onto our baking sheets. Yay! So, we did get 24 after a bit of jiggling around the trays. They said tablespoon amounts, but I just kind of gauged it with my hands. It didn't say to roll them into balls, but it did say not to grease the seats, which I think is a terrible idea. But the oven's preheated, so we're going to put them in and see what happens. So they're in the oven. I set the timer for 10 minutes. It said 11 to 13, so I'm going to check them at 10. But now the all-important test, see what the batter tastes like off the spoon. These are going to be good cookies. They are Betty Crocker, so I'm expecting good things. So while those are cooking, I've got a quick 10 minutes. I'm going to finish doing some packing for the trip. We have got 2 bags down here already ready to go. We are, like I said, sleeping in a tent. So we are being given a sleeping bed to sleep in, but we've got sort of sheets and blankets and stuff to keep us nice and warm. But I need to pack my toiletry bag, which is up there. So the first thing I need to do is get rid of these glasses and put my contacts in, because I want my contacts in for the rest of the day, and I do need to pack my glasses. So bear with me while I do that, because you don't want to see that. Okay, that's much better. So I've got my glasses in here. They need to go in the bag. That's the case that my contacts were in, the ones that are now in my eyes. So that also needs to go. I also need some spare contacts, you know, just in case one falls out my eye or I lose one, put one in, and they are in here. Haha! Stay in the cupboard. Stay. So I have a nice selection of spares in here, so I'll just take this whole bag. So I just popped in my face wash and some painkillers and my toothbrush. Oh, toothpaste. I just looked at it and then didn't pick it up. Toothpaste. I don't know if this is going to close. I need 2 hands. Haha! The only annoying thing about toothbrushes these days, I could take the head off, but it's fine. It's always been like that. It's never done any damage. The only other thing I need is contact lens solution. I did buy this over here in Canada. I brought one with me from England, but that's all used up and gone. So I bought it in a 2-pack, and as this one is a little bit empty and I don't trust it to last me for the weekend, I'm going to take a brand new bottle. So let's pop these things in the bag with the other stuff that needs to go. Also, the timer just went off for the cookies. Let's see. Ooh, oh no, they went a bit close to the edge. Oopsies. They'll be fine. They look, oh no, cookie disaster. I put them too close to the edge of the sheet. Oh no. Well, we can have mini cookies instead. I might have to take them out because they are kind of dropping. So, they don't look too bad actually. They look like cookies. I think they're cooked. They look cooked to me. I'm just going to let them cool because they're all quite, ooh, pokey. These four had a bit of a disaster. I put them too close to the edge. Obviously, I wasn't sure how much they were going to spread out. These ones have had the same fate. But that means we've got lots of little cookie bits on the side here. I'm going to let these cool and just sort of settle. And then I'm going to have to deal with the stuff that's fallen in the oven because it's still cooking. I have just turned the oven off, so hopefully nothing will catch fire. Yeah, so I just set the fire alarm off. I think because I had the door open and it was smoking, it set the fire alarm off in the hall. I didn't even know it was there. It was, I'll show you, it just down here, this thing on the wall here, it just started beeping. So I've turned the oven off. I've opened the back door just to get a bit of air flow through. Once the oven's cooled down completely and isn't cooking anymore, I'll try and save the crumbs. I was going to try and get them out now, but I think they're probably too smoky, so I'm just gonna leave it and hope it cools down on its own. Just remembered something else I need to do. We use these power banks quite a lot. I've got two, one black, one white, and John's got two, one black, one white. They're just very good and quick at charging up our phones. And just in case we're not obviously near a power socket this weekend, I want to make sure these are all fully charged. So I'm going to put mine on right now. So I just took the first one off the tray. They are a little bit soft in the middle, a little bit bendy. Oopsie, it's already breaking. But they're pretty good. So, I've already got the oven on preheat for these Funfetti sugar cookies that I'm going to drop. We'll try not to burn the house down this time. Let's do this. So, we got the cookies off the sheets. They came off quite easy. There is a little bit of mess. I think, in all honesty, they could have done with a couple more minutes. I did take them out about 11. Maybe I should have put them back in, but there was smoke and burnt cookie bits and stuff dripping off trays, so I thought I'd just get them out of the oven rather than, and then the fire alarm went off. So what I've done is I took them all off, I put them in a Tupperware box, and I've just popped them just in here in the fridge, just because the chocolate was still a little bit melty in some of them. That might not be the right idea, but we'll find out later. I just thought that might solidify the butter and the chocolate and whatever else is in them and keep them a bit more cookie consistency. That's the word I'm looking for. So what we're going to do now is we're going to clean up these trays and we're going to try and do the lid batch. And let's see if they turn out a little bit better. So this mix, you don't even need an egg. You just need 2 tablespoons of butter and a tablespoon of water. Set your oven to 375. It's on its way. So yeah, let's do this. Let's get this in a bowl. This is 8 to 10. Oh, it's a bit hotter though, oven-wise. And we'll see what happens. Woo! I can see it's got all these candy pieces in it rather than chocolate chunks. I'm trying to get hold of one. I think they're just like sprinkles. Or, yeah, what I would call hundreds and thousands. Let's go! So, like I said before, I only need 2 tablespoons of butter for this, and let me show you, because I wasn't able to show you this earlier. This is the stick of butter. I should get on a new one actually, rather than the one I've completely destroyed. So, this whole stick is ½ a cup of butter. I don't even measure butter in grams. It's so bizarre. Like, does it even say grams? Yeah, 4 of them are 454 grams. What? So one is like, I can't do the maths, 100 and something. It doesn't say anywhere how much one of these is in grams. Possibly 125 actually, because it's mil. So a whole one of those is ½ a cup. But then if you just want a tablespoons, you just, and it is in sort of alternate French and English, so I'm assuming that 2 tablespoons is that much butter, which is what I cut off this one and popped into the microwave. It did melt a little bit, but come on, yeah, butter. Let's get mixing. I need 2 hands. I've decided, in all my wisdom, to give up with the spoon because it's kind of just like a crumbly thing at the minute. So I'm just going to go in with it with my hands and see if I can get it more together. So this mix was cheap, but it's just not coming together. I can kind of scrunch it up like that and it kind of looks like it would be a cookie dough. But then as soon as I just kind of fractures, I'm thinking a little bit more water. I did put what it said in, but it's just isn't coming together. It's like a crumble. Let's put some more in. So yeah, that worked. It's a little bit stickier than I'd like it to be, but it's okay. I did get the batter all over my hand when I was adding the extra bit of water, but it's calmed down a little bit now, but it's so sweet. Like, you can really taste the sugar in it. Let's get it on the baking tray. Woo! Okay, if we learnt nothing from the first batch, it was that we don't put them too close to this edge. I think that's a good gap. And these guys in the bottom have got a good gap too. I think they're evenly spaced. They're kind of evenly rolled. Let's put them in and give them 10 minutes and see what happens. Woo! Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Aww, they look so cute. They don't look very golden though. I'm gonna poke one. Let's see. It's just, ooh, they look like souffles. I'm gonna leave them a little bit longer. Right, I gave them another 3 minutes. We're gonna try again. Oh, they look a bit more golden brown. I'm gonna turn the oven off. I think that's good. I may have to wait. I managed to steal one off the tray. Oh, it's hot. Oh, that's good. A little bit chewy, very sweet. But the cake mix was like $1.99 or something. And a little bit of butter and a little bit of water. Yes, they'll be good when they're cool. They might have more of a snap to them. These are quite chewy. Nice. Great success. So these have cooled very nicely. They come nicely off. They're pretty good. Let's get them in a box. I think it's safe to say it's been a successful day of cookie making. Let's hope everyone enjoys them over the weekend. Also, you are not going to believe what I have. A vinegar bowl! Yeah, we got a vinegar bowl, finally. And we didn't find it in a shop. This was a family member who had one and who wasn't using it, so they gave it to us because they knew we needed a vinegar bowl. The search is over. So happy. Pop that up on the shelf. Good vinegar bowl. So, a few updates because I was terrible and I didn't film any of the camping weekend. We got there and we set up the tent and I put my phone in the tent and then I kind of forgot about it for the whole weekend. Just kind of switched off, had a bit of social media switch off if you want, and I assumed there wasn't going to be phone signal, which I know doesn't mean I can't record videos, but I just kind of didn't. I'm sorry. It was good. We had a nice weekend. We had fires both nights, which is incredibly normal here, not at home. I had s'mores at the campfire. We tried spider dogs, which is like a hot dog and you cut it down the middle and it like a banana peel type thing, and then you put it in the fire and it looks more like an octopus than a spider, but I'm down with it. Not a huge fan of the hot dogs anyway, but we did try it. Yeah, we had a good time. Some of the guys went down the river on the tubes. They had fun. Got bit to death. You can see I've got one sort of here. One got me here, which was new. I was like, thanks, Bugs. But we were by a river, so, you know, to be expected. But thoroughly enjoyed the whole kind of camping experience. The tent that we were in this weekend is actually John's dad's. John and his sister used the tent, so it's kind of theirs rather. His dad's got a big trailer. He's not going to be staying in the tent. He told me this himself. So basically, if we want to use it at any point, we can. So that's a plan. We are probably going to borrow the tent. He's also got an air mattress, and then we had sort of blankets and a big sleeping bag over the top, and we were perfectly warm. It is August, so I wouldn't want to do it when it gets a lot colder, but for now, fine. There is also, next month, we're going to somebody that was at the campsite with us, their farm, and we're camping there. Everyone else is taking their trailer. We apparently don't need the tent because there's a cabin type situation, so we can do that, which will be fun. And I will film that one. In other news, I went this morning to the used car place and may have bought a car. I'm not sure where we were up to with the whole Subaru saga, but they called me and basically told me I wasn't approved for credit. So I told them I wanted to cancel because it had been about 3 weeks and we were still in the document giving credit assessing process. So they said they're going to send my deposit back by check, which seems a bit old school, but there wasn't an argument about it. It was all fairly straightforward. So I went off this morning to the used car place and test drove a Kia Sorento 2016 and very much liked it. So was going to buy it outright. Now might make a little bit more sense to do it on finance, just because I need the other money for insurance, which is where we're heading now. I'm going to go to an insurance broker I have been recommended. It's actually recommended by the Subaru lady, but other people have said it as well. And we're going to see what kind of deal they can get me, because I tried online and it's expensive. It's coming up at about $300 a month, which to me sounds expensive, and I spoke to my other friends and they're paying about 150, 125-ish a month. So it is my first driving in Canada insurance type thing, so that's probably why. But I mean, I've been driving in the UK for 20 years. Don't I get is there any kind of compensation for that? Maybe not. We'll have to see. Okay, so just because I'm terrible at doing updates and continuing my videos, I did eventually manage to get, because I'm terrible at doing updates and I keep forgetting to pull out my phone, I'll just give you a quick update on where we are with everything. So I spent Monday, I looked for a car, I found the car I wanted, I said, yes, I want this, it was all agreed, paperwork was all signed. I spent Monday afternoon trying to find some insurance, which was very difficult. Because technically in Ontario, I'm still a new driver, I've only just got my Ontario license in their eyes, even though I have been driving in the UK for 20 years. They don't see it like that, and they want to charge me extortionate premiums like you would in the UK if you were a brand new driver. This is annoying. So I went to a few places around town, couldn't find anything that was a really good deal. Actually came back and went online and just did some sort of basic Google searching, found a couple of companies, found a cheaper insurance quote. Managed to get that sorted yesterday. Today's Friday, by the way. So sorted that yesterday, even though I thought it didn't go through because I had to use my UK credit card because it wanted a credit card and I don't yet have a Canadian credit card. It's fine. The payment went through. I have the insurance documents. It's all cool. Only this morning, so I was meant to pick up the car today at 12. You notice I said meant to. He rang me about 10, nearly 11 o'clock ish, and said they're doing the safety on the car currently. They're waiting for a part. It's not going to come in until this afternoon. I'm obviously at work this afternoon. We're going to have to push it back till Monday. fine. Okay. More important that the car is safe. 100% agree with that. And knowing I've bought insurance and I've now wasted 3 days of insurance when it's already expensive, I'd rather get the most value for money. But never mind, it is what it is. I'd rather the car's safe, so I'm going to go pick it up on Monday instead of 4 o'clock. And I'm going to remember to film it. So, in other news, our TV was not old, it's just been used, well-loved TV. We obviously don't have a TV subscription as such, so we were connecting our laptop to it through HDMI and just watching stuff on like Netflix and Disney Plus and streaming services. Perfectly fine, by the way, that works really, really well on YouTube, and if you don't want to pay for a TV subscription, perfect. But John's dad very nicely bought us a new TV, so I just thought I'd show you me trying to set it up. Yeah, this is what he bought us. It's it doesn't actually say on the side, but it is a Samsung. I did see that. So I'm like, there we go, Samsung. It's a 43-inch, which is nice. And I had a panic attack that it's not going to have legs, because obviously we don't have a mount or anything for the TV. The TV just sits on there. I was able to move the old one, even though it was very heavy. But it does come with these little, I guess these are sort of legs, which is exciting. Also comes with power cable and a little Samsung remote, so I'm going to just get all that unboxed first. I've unboxed the leggy things, but they're just like a sort of wishbone shape, and just it doesn't seem very stable. They're obviously the feet. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll screw in or something. Put the batteries in the remote, impressed it came with batteries, to be fair. Lovely, lovely. And I love the fact that there is a Disney Plus button and a Netflix button and a Prime Video that we don't have, but we have both of these. So that's exciting. It's a very simple remote. Standard sort of Samsung situation. Lovely. According to these instructions, I have to unpack it. I have to use a friend, but we'll be fine. I have to lay it down flat and plug the legs into the bottom of the TV, and then you can hold it and then plug it in. And I'm following these because these are bigger TVs, and then that's it. That doesn't seem difficult. So I've got the TV on the floor. It is super light. It's much lighter than the other one, and I'm using the packing sheet that's underneath it to kind of slide it so I don't scratch the screen. So on the bottom of the TV, there's a bit here that says R, and then I assume over here one says L. Is one of these L and one of these R? Do they say on the legs which one's which? Need to investigate. Once I clicked stop record, I found it. That's R. So let's put this one. Does it go this way up? Which? Oh god. Okay, I need 2 hands. So it goes in much easier one way than the other, and I think I figured it. So you have to have it this way round with the L on the top, and it should. I can't do it with one hand. Stand by. Set it up. I'm a bit squashed in on the floor, but it's all up. And just to show you on the side here, we've got the power. There's a USB. There's whatever that thing is. There's 3 HDMI ports, which is awesome. And actually there's an antenna as well. Pretty cool. So major issue number 1, it doesn't fit on this box that we have. It's too long. The legs are too far at the edges of the TV, so it doesn't sit flush on here. I tried doing like a diagonal thing. Maybe if I turn it a little bit more, it might just fit on, but it's not happy. Yay! This is where the TV lives for now. I did pick up the HDMI lead that's with it to plug it in, but I don't need to because it's a smart TV. Let's see if it turns on. Ooh, oh, it works! Smart TV. Doesn't fit on your cabinet. No, that's smart. Oh yeah. I'm going to lose this remote. It's so tiny. Bonjour, hello, hola, hello. 2 simple options. How would you like to get started? Choose one. Smartphone, quick and easy. Remote control, step by step. I guess, do I have to download the fucking Samsung app if I click smartphone? Oh, Scan the QR code. I need to stop filming for this. Easy, they said. Well, I had to install an app and I had to create a Samsung account and then I had to verify my email address. And now it doesn't want me to do it. So we'll set up via the remote control then, douchebags. All you need is a Samsung smart remote. Simply plug in and tell the devices that we want to connect. I don't want to connect to anything, do I? Auto setup. I don't want to connect any devices. I just want you to work as a TV. Right? Oh, it's going to ask me for the Wi-Fi password. Yes, our Wi-Fi is called Ship's Wi-Fi. Lol. I'm not going to let you see my password. Give me 2 seconds. In. A load of stuff that you have to agree to. Sign your life away to Samsung. Yes. Okay. Even better version may be available than the TV we've just bought. Wow. It's finished the update and it rebooted itself. Clever TV. Maybe it's more smart now. Maybe now it'll fit on the top. Step 2. Ah, shit. Your TV and Bixby. The fuck is Bixby? What? I think we're on, which is exciting. It's playing things. It's very exciting. Is there a mute button on this TV? If I just press. I think I can watch a actual TV. Weird. So yeah. Play around with this for a bit. Install sort of Netflix, Disney Plus, YouTube, the stuff that we watch all the time. And yeah, have some fun with that. And I will see you again on Monday, where hopefully this time I get to pick up my car. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it's been a bit all over the place. I need to get better at filming, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching and I'll see you soon.